Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 13, Day 2. So we are talking about adding three-digit numbers. Yesterday, we introduced different strategies to add two three-digit numbers to find a whole. Today, we are going to focus on adding hundreds, tens, and ones with those three-digit numbers. So let's go ahead and get started with our first word problem, and we are in the instruction book on pages 116 and 117. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to get open to pages 116 and 117. I will wait. All right, let's get started. So our first problem, it says there are 254 adults and 328 children helping to clean up their city. How many people are helping to clean up the city? So with any word problem, I'm going to go back and circle important numbers and underline important keywords that tell me what I am trying to do. So let's go back to the word problem. It says there are 254 adults and 328 children helping to clean up their city. How many people are helping to clean up the city? So our two numbers that we have are 254 and 328. We are putting those two numbers together to find the whole. We want to know how many people all together were trying to help clean up the city. So the first strategy that we can use to solve this problem is we can picture it. So we can show 254 as a model. So we had two hundreds, 5 tens, and 4 ones. In 328, we have 3 hundreds, 2 tens, and 8 ones. If we combine our hundreds, tens, and ones, so if we combine all of the hundreds that we see, all of the tens that we see, and all of the ones that we see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundreds, 7 tens, and 12 ones. We can also break apart the value of each digit. So look at the model it. It shows us 254 plus 328. What they did is they showed the value of each digit. So the 2 was 200s, the 5 was 50, and the 4 was 4 ones. 328 was 300 plus 20 plus 8. So it showed the value of each digit. Then we put those values together. So we put the value of the ones together. 4 plus 8 makes 12 ones. Oh, file that in the back of your head, 12 ones. In our tens place, we had 50 plus 20. 50 plus 20 makes 70. In our hundreds place, we had 200 plus 300 is 500. So if we put the value of those digits together, how many people were helping clean the city? Think about it. All right, so now we're going to go to connect it. It says, look at picture it. How do you write 12 ones as tens and ones? So remember, I told you to keep that filed in your brain. So when we are adding 2-digit numbers, 3-digit numbers, 10-digit numbers, if we have too many in a certain place value, we have to move some of that value to the next place, right? So for example, in 12, I can't have 12 ones in the ones place. The number 12 has 1 10 and 2 ones. So which digit is going to move to the tens place? So looking over here on number 2, on page 117, in 12 ones, how many tens are there? We have 1 10 and 2 ones. It says, look at model it. What is the total number of tens in 70 plus 12? So let's look at this. I'm going to make a tens and ones chart. So I'm going to make my tens and my ones. In 70, I have 7 tens and 0 ones. In 12, I have 1 10 and 2 ones. If I put those together, I start in my ones place. I have 2 ones. And then I move to my tens place. I have 7 plus 1 makes 8 tens. So what is the total number of tens? Not the total number. How many tens do we have when we add 70 plus 12? How many tens do we have in 82? There are 8 tens. Whoops. 8 tens. All right, so we found that by putting our tens together. So in 70, we had 7 tens. In the number 12, we had 1 10 and 2 ones. The question was only asking for the number of tens, not the value of 70 plus 12. All right, let's move to number 4. It says, how many people are helping to clean the city? Show how to find the sum. All right, so in our model it had 200 plus 50 plus 4. And then under it, we found the value of 328, which was 320 plus 8. Then we put those values together. So we had 500 plus 70 plus 12. Well, I see a problem with that because I can't have 12 in the ones place, right? So I would move my 10 over to my tens place, right? In 12, I have 110. So I am going to erase that 12. So now I have 2 ones. I need to add another 10 and my 500 stay the same. So 500 plus 80 plus 2. How many people were helping clean the city? 582 people. All right, and I showed how I found that. So I used the model. I used my tens and ones chart to help me find that sum. All right, now we are going to do some try it. It says find each sum and show your work. So the first problem that we have is 526 plus 235. So I am going to show this with a hundreds, tens, and ones chart. So I am going to draw my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. Now, I have 5 hundreds, 2 tens, and 6 ones. I have 2 hundreds and 235, 3 tens, and 5 ones. Now I'm going to put that together. So I always start in my ones place. So starting in my ones place, I notice that I have 6 plus 5 ones. I'm putting my ones together. 6 plus 5 ones. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can I have 11 ones in the ones place? I cannot. So think about the number 11. 11 has 1 10 and 1 1. My ones want to hang out with my ones. So in 11, I have 1 1 and 1 10. Now I'm going to move to my tens place. I have 1 10 plus 2 tens plus 3 tens. So 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So far, I had 11 ones in the ones place, but my ones hang out with my ones and my tens hang out with my tens. So I kept my 1 1. I moved my 1 10, put my tens together. Now I can move to my hundreds. I don't have too many in the tens place. I have 6 tens. Now I can move to my hundreds. 5 hundreds plus 2 hundreds would be 7 hundreds. So my total is 761. All right, let's solve 167 plus 426. I'm going to show this in a different way. I am going to break up the value of each digit. So 167 is 100 plus 60 plus 7. All right, go ahead and You can use the same strategy as I'm doing. You can use the strategy we used over here. You can use the hundreds, tens. Oh, that's what we did right there. You can show a picture, but I am modeling it. I'm showing the value of each number. All right, so of each digit. Okay, so I have 167. Now I'm going to show the value of 426. So the value of each digit. The 4 in the hundreds place has a value of 400. The value of the 2 is 20. And the value of the 6 is 6 ones. Now I'm going to put those together. All right, so I'm going to start with my ones. So 7 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ones. Keep that in the back of your head. 13 ones. Now I'm going to go to my tens. I have 60 plus 20. 6 tens plus 2 tens would be 8 tens. And my hundreds, I have 100 plus 4 hundreds. That would be 500s. Now, I'm not done yet, right? I have too many ones in the ones place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rewrite my equation. So looking at the ones place, I know I can't have 13 in the ones place. But in the number 13, there are 3 ones. So my 3 ones hang out with my ones. I'm going to move this up here. So in 500 plus 80 plus 13, we're going to erase this. Boop, 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 boop. All right, I cannot have 13 in the ones place, but I can keep the 3 in the ones place. So my 3 ones stay the same. And I had to move my 110 to the tens place because my tens hang out with my tens. So now I have 10 plus 80. So 110 plus 8 tens, that would be 9 tens, which is the same as 90 plus 500. So 500 plus 90 plus 3 would make a whole of 593. All right, Smarties, as you are practicing adding 3-digit numbers, don't forget when you are adding, we always start with our ones. We start with our ones because we might have too many ones in the ones place, and then we have to move it to the next value. All right, Smarties, as always, keep that growth mindset. Good learners do hard things. I will see you tomorrow with another video. Happy learning, second grade Smarties.